What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Hey man, I'm over here in a different part of my studio today. I typically shoot from the desk, but I actually just shot a Tiny Desk contest, which I want to tell you guys. Submissions for the Tiny Desk contest 2023 will open up on February 7th. All right. And you're going to have until March 13th to get those submissions turned in. For those of y'all that may have already submitted in the past, you already know the guidelines. But for people that are out there that are new artists, new musicians, or just finding out about Tiny Desk, or just now trying to get your name in the pot for the contest, I'm going to go ahead and outline some of the things that you need to know up front, what you need to know in order to get your submission in and keep your work eligible for when they find it, and all of those types of things. All right. So let's get into the information. So before you do anything, you're going to have to confirm that your group or your artist or band, whatever it is that you do, is not under any contract with the label. You have to be currently unsigned where you can easily be cleared. Also, each person in the group, band, whatever it is, has to be a resident of the U.S., Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, or District of Columbia, okay? This is only open for American territories. Each person in your group must also be 18 years old or older. If you're a minor, unfortunately, you cannot submit to the Tiny Desk contest. In addition, your videographer or whoever's shooting it has to be 18 years old or older. And the whole reason behind this is you have to be old enough to legally consent to your work being used, all right? If you're an artist, songwriter, and you're a minor, you would have to have your parent sign off on any release form. In order to reduce the amount of hands that have to be in the pot and going through all these different clearances, you just need to be 18 or older so that you can go ahead and sign off on yourself. And that's the same for your videographers or anyone else in your band. When it comes to the music, your song has to be completely original, okay? It cannot be a cover of someone else's song. It can't be samples or interpolations that you haven't cleared with anybody. It has to be original work. And that includes samples from other music, movies, TV shows. You know, there's a lot of stuff that you can pull from to be creative and make your song sound really cool. You can't have that in this contest. Now, when it comes to the video, of course, you're gonna have to have some sort of Tiny Desk in the shot, okay? It doesn't have to be a tiny desk. It just needs to be a desk. If you're sitting at your desk, make sure that it's visible. If you're going outdoors or somewhere and your bandmate has a piano, I guess that kind of counts as a desk. There has to be some form of desk or table in the shot. If it's not seen, you may be disqualified. They also want to make sure that this video was specifically shot for the Tiny Desk contest, okay? So if you did like a live sessions on another program or anything like that, you will not be eligible to submit that for this contest. You need to create another original performance piece in order to submit. And it has to be shot and uploaded after January 10th, 2023. So it can't be something that was lingering online from last year. Of course, every entry can only be one song. You're not performing a whole set. This is not a whole live session, not at your local radio station, none of that type of stuff like the college stations let you come in and perform and do a lot. No, it's not that. Your video also has to be under 10 minutes. I mean, you're only performing one song. Even the best of jam sessions don't need to go over 10 minutes in this particular case, okay? Keep that in mind. Back to your videographer, you're gonna have to make sure that they consent for you to use this filming. So if you're not shooting for yourself and you have some outside person that's doing this for you, make sure that you have their permission to use it, and you got to make sure that you have their permission to use it in connection with this contest so that NPR Music and Tiny Desk have clearance to use this video in all forms of media. In case you actually win, they're going to want to market this out, put it on their website, and put it in all of the different promotional campaigns that they have going on. You know, this is in case you win, you want to have this stuff already in place so that they don't have to hesitate or move on to somebody else. Now, again, entries will be accepted from February 7th, 10 a.m. to March 13th. You're going to go to npr.org/tinydesk-contest. You're going to make sure that you have your YouTube link already handy so that you can submit it. And those are the time frames in which you're going to have to get this thing entered. Keep in mind, even if you don't necessarily win this contest, because there can only be one, there's various ways that they may choose to use your content or your video if it's something that's really good. So make sure that you're putting your best foot forward, performing one of your best songs, performing in a good location. Make sure that you at least have some lighting. Everybody's not going to have a professional video, but if you're shooting on your phone, iPad, or something like that, make sure you have lighting. Make sure that it's something authentic. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. I said that 3 times just to make sure it get driven home. You have the potential to be shared on the contest blog that they have where they showcase excellent entries. You could possibly be shared on NPR's social channels, on their social media. Just in the meantime, you might be in the top 10, top 20 or something like that, and they may decide to give you some coverage. You could possibly be featured in their annual NPR Tiny Desk Top Shelf series that they do, which is of course showcasing really good artists again. They also have the Tiny Desk contest on the road tour where they go from different cities and highlight different artists in each city. So this is also something that you may have the potential of winning. So it's not just about getting that one place to be on, Tiny Desk YouTube with a dedicated show being highlighted. Of course, everybody's aiming for that, but that slot has a lot of competition. But keep in mind that there's other ways that you can be seen, heard, and showcased. Okay? Keep all of those things in mind and make sure to put your best foot forward. Again, be yourself, be authentic, and bring your best music. I put my entry in there. Of course, y'all know most people out there that do music are not going to give their competition or their competitors information on how to beat them or how to be on the same level as them. But I really believe what's for you is for you, right? So if it's meant for you to win, if it's meant for you to get on these channels and it's not meant for me to get it this year, so be it. I'm going to find myself in a lot of other positions this year anyway. At the end of the day, this is all about the music community. That's what my channel is about, informing the music community. And sometimes that also means allowing the people that are watching me to also be in competition with me. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. At this point, I've said everything that needs to be said. Be sure to like and share this video. Share this with an artist, musician, band, somebody that you know locally that may be interested. You might want to get on top of filming it as fast as you can, as quick as you can, so that you can already have it in the tuck by the time the submissions are open. You don't want to be scrambling and end up missing the deadline, because I've done that a couple times in the past. And if you're an artist, musician, songwriter, producer, or manager representing an artist, be sure to hit that subscribe on this channel, because I have plenty of content on here informing and educating artists and music creators of all kinds, okay? I've said everything that needs to be said. J Nolan signing out, man. Much love and respect. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Got my legal hustle, welcome to the trap. I could blow a stack, bet I make it back. You can hit my line if you need a track, but we can't even talk if it ain't about the bag. Got my legal hustle, welcome to the trap. I could blow a stack, bet I make it back. You can hit my line if you need a track, but we can't even talk if it ain't about the bag.